Hi dear friends, how are you all? Welcome to our YouTube channel HR Tutorials India. In this video, we'll be discussing EPF Joint Declaration filing online. Earlier, we used to submit the joint declaration form through offline. Now, the EPF come up with an updation wherein the joint declaration forms are not accepted physically. So, there is an option which has been added to the employer portal wherein an employee can submit the joint declaration to the member portal, or else an employer also can submit the joint declaration on behalf of the employee through the employer portal. In this video, we'll understand how an employer can file the joint declaration through online on behalf of an employee. What is joint declaration? Before getting into the video, let us understand what exactly joint declaration is. A joint declaration form is an Employees Provident Fund EPF form used to correct EPF, that is nothing but Provident Fund member details. Joint declaration is for the benefit of the employees, where employee can make changes or make corrections to his or her profile, where the employee has to fill the joint declaration form on the member portal for Provident Fund. Rectifying errors in the PF account is necessary, since mistakes in the name or incorrect date of birth can create problems during PF withdrawal. So dear friends, joint declaration form is a benefit given by the EPF department to make corrections in the employee's profile, where employees can make changes in their profile through joint declaration for easing the withdrawal of PF, because if the date of birth or name is mismatched with the Aadhaar or the bank details, the withdrawal of PF will not be possible. So an employee should make sure that the details, that is name, date of birth, father's name, etc. should be correct and should match with the bank and the Aadhaar. So here the joint declaration will help the employee to make the corrections in their profile. This form is a combination form for employees and employers. Employees will have to update the corrections on the portal along with the documents evidence. Upon submission of the online form, this would be reflected in the employer portal for verification and approval. Post the approval from the employer, a request would be placed with the PF office for corrections. It is necessary to have the correct details in the member profile for the Provident Fund to ensure seamless online processing of partial withdrawal, transfer out and settlements. Which means joint declaration form is a combination form for employers and employees, where employee will be updating the details of him or her by correcting the profile, details like name, date of birth and father's name, mother's name, etc. along with the document proofs. Once the joint declaration form is submitted, it would be reflected in the employer portal, wherein the employer will check and approve the joint declaration. Once the joint declaration is approved, then the request will be placed with the PF officer for corrections. Once the PF officer checks the documents uploaded by the employer and the employee, and if the corrections are matching with the document proofs, then it would be approved, which will be in turn reflected in the employee profile, wherein the details are corrected for the withdrawal, transfer or settlement of Provident Fund. So this is how the joint declaration is helpful for the employee to make corrections in their profile for the future benefits, that is withdrawal or transfer or settlement of PF. What is joint declaration filing? Now let us see what is joint declaration filing is. A joint declaration filing is in the member login. It is required Aadhaar seeding to be completed to receive OTP on the registered mobile number. Hence, members who did not fall in the above category could not apply for online declarations for making corrections to their member profile. So, the members who do not have an UN number or member having UN wherein mismatch is there between Aadhaar number and member UN is not activated or member UN is not linked with Aadhaar. In such scenario, as mentioned above, employer has an option to upload the member profile correction along with necessary document through joint declaration filing. The further process would remain same as detailed in the document, except member view on the joint declaration status. In simple words, it states that a joint declaration filing is the filing which is done by the employer, which I have already told you. Because there are scenarios wherein the employee Aadhaar is not seeded with mobile number, or Aadhaar is not linked with UN number, or UN number is not activated, or where UN number is not matching with the Aadhaar number, or where UN number is not linked with Aadhaar. In this scenario, employee will not be able to access or log into member portal because their UN number is not activated. In this scenario, employee will be approaching the employer, and employer on behalf of the employee will do the joint declaration filing with the supporting documents as proof which has been submitted by the employee, and file the joint declaration filing. By filing the joint declaration form by the employer will help the employee in making the corrections like name, date of birth, or other details which are mismatched with the Aadhaar number or UN number. Once the mismatch is rectified and been approved by the field officer of PF, the corrections will be done, and then the employee can log in to the UN number and activate the UN number, and then they can do the remaining things because the UN will be activated. Online joint declaration corrections. Now let us see what all corrections can be done through online joint declaration. EPFO had introduced standard operating procedure for processing of joint declaration for members' profile updation in PF records. Personal details, 8 corrections or updations. So in joint declaration, there are about 8 corrections that can be made in personal details. Now let us see what all the 8 corrections are. Aadhaar number cannot be changed. Aadhaar number will be displayed in the personal details, but it cannot be changed. Name can be changed. Date of birth can be changed. Gender can be changed. Father name or mother name can be changed. Relationship can be changed. Marital status can be changed. And nationality can also be changed. So these are the 8 personal details, among which 7 can be changed, modified or corrected, except the Aadhaar number. Online joint declaration corrections. Online declaration correction service details. So here there are about 6 service details which can be corrected. Date of joining EPF, date of leaving EPF, reason for leaving EPF, date of joining EPS, date of leaving EPS, reason for leaving EPS. So these are the 6 service details which can be corrected in joint declaration. Online joint declaration documents. Now let us see what are the documents are required as a support or a proof to make the corrections in the joint declaration. All major and minor corrections will be supported with the documentary proof. For minor changes, any 2 documents as mentioned in the list of documents below, which means for making any minor changes, only 2 documents are required as proof for joint declaration corrections. For major changes, any 3 documents are mentioned in the list documents below. If the changes are major, then 3 documents are required as support and proof for approving the joint declaration. Now let us see what are the documents which are required. Aadhaar card, passport, death certificate, birth certificate, driving license, service photo identity card issued by central government or state government or union territory or government PSU or banks, school leaving certificate or school transfer certificate, bank passbook having name and photograph across the stamped by the bank official, PAN card or EPAN, ration card or PDS photo card, voter ID or e-voter ID, pensioner photo card or freedom fighter photo card, copy of person of Indian origin PIO card issued by the Government of India, copy of overseas citizen of India OCI card issued by the Government of India, STSC OBC certificate with photograph, STSC OBC certificate with photograph. For full name, first name change request, PF member to submit the Gazette notification of new name along with any supporting document of old name with photograph, even for first instance of full name, first name change. Valid visa along with foreign passport, valid only, issued in case of other foreign nationals. So dear friends, these are the 17 documents which are required as proof depending upon the changes what we make in the joint declaration. So for minor changes there are 2 documents which are required, and for major changes there are about 3 documents required for approving the joint declaration for the name change or whatever the corrections we make in the joint declaration. How to file joint declaration? Now let us see how to file joint declaration theoretically, then we'll go to the practical part of filing joint declaration in employer PF portal. Step 1. Click here to visit the official website of EPFO, www.epfoindia.gov.in. Step 2. Log into the Employer Provident Fund portal using the credentials and CAPTCHA. Step 3. Verify the account with the Aadhaar OTP. Step 4. After logging in, navigate to Member tab. Step 5. Select the joint declaration filing for the option to update or correct EPF details of the employee. Step 6. Search with UN number and fill the required information whatever the changes required. Step 7. Attach the relevant supporting documents like Aadhaar card, PAN card, etc. Step 8. Submit the joint declaration form. Step 9. Once submitted, status can be checked to ensure that updates are processed on time. So friends, this is the step-by-step how to file joint declaration by the employer in the EPF portal theoretically. Now let us see how to file joint declaration online through employer portal.
First you need to open Google search engine and type employer PF login. Then click on unified EPFindia.gov.in. A new website will be opened. Employee Provident Fund Organization, Ministry of Labour, Government of India. Establish login window. Here you need to enter the user ID. Then you need to type the password. Then click on sign in button. You will be entering into the employer portal. Here you need to go to member and then you need to select joint declaration filing. Click this. You will be opened up with joint declaration window where you need to enter the UN number of the employee whose KYC need to be updated. So here you need to enter the member ID or UN number. After entering the UN number, click on search button. Then you will be popped up with select member ID. There are chances that same UN number might be having 2 or multiple employee member IDs. So we need to select the member ID whose details need to be changed. So I am selecting the member ID of the employee and then click on get details. After clicking on get details, you will be popped up with details like update details, upload documents, preview, submit the application. So these are the step-by-step process to update the KYC of an employee. So when you drop down, you'll be highlighted with update personal details, where you can see Aadhaar number which cannot be changed. The name of the employee can be changed, date of birth can be changed, gender can be changed, mother name or father name can be changed, relationship can be changed, marital relationship can be changed, nationality can be changed. So whatever the details you would like to change, you can change the details of the employee which is related to personal details. When you drop down, you can see the update service details. Even you can change the service details, that is date of joining EPF, date of leaving EPF, reason for leaving EPF, date of joining EPS, date of leaving EPS, and reason for leaving EPS. So wherever you see the pencil button or pen button, you can make the changes. Here the employee want to change the name. So here I am changing the name of the employee upon the request from the employee. So you need to click on this pencil button and you need to select the details wherever you want to enter the new name. Here the old name is Noina. So I want to change the name of the employee. And the new name is Siddharth Nonia. So I changed the name of the employee, and when you come down here, you need to accept the checkbox. I hereby consent by provide my Aadhaar number for the purpose of establishing my ID of joint declaration. So here you need to submit the Aadhaar number. So here you need to click on proceed button. After clicking the proceed button, you can see that first step update details is completed. Now we need to upload the documents. So here we need to upload the required documents supporting for the name change. Here there are document 1, document 2 and document 3. So we need to upload 3 documents for name change. Here you can select any of the options which specifies that name of the employee is changed. So here you can opt for passport, birth certificate, driving license, photo identity issued by the government, photo identity issued by the government, photo identity issued by the UT government, photo identity issued by the PSU, photo identity issued by the banks, school leaving certificate, school transfer certificate, SS certificate, mark sheet, university card containing name, ebook, bank passbook, PAN number, ration card, voter card of ID, voter ID, pension card. So there are many options which has been given by the EPF department. So whatever the documents you want to submit, you can choose and submit. But here we have to submit 3 documents. So here I'm selecting one document as PAN. So here I need to click on choose file and upload the file related, that is PAN card. Choose file, then you have to submit the PAN. Then second document is I'm submitting bank passbook. And the third document I'm selecting is service photo ID card issued by government, central government. Then click on upload button. Here you can see that we have completed update details, upload documents, and now we are at previous or submit application. So here you can see preview detail changes, member number, available details sheet Nonia, and change request is Siddhant Nonia. So here you can see all the upload documents. So once you find everything is correct, then click on save button. And when you drop down, here you can see that the UN number, name of the employee, and here you can see the changes in red color. The available detail is Nonia and the change request is Siddhant Nonia, initiated by the employer. This is how we can initiate the process of change of KYC for any employee through employer.
So dear friend, hope you understood both theoretical as well as practical part of filing joint declaration by the employer through online. So friends, hope you understood what is joint declaration and how joint declaration is filed by the employer in the employer portal. If you have any queries or questions related to this video, please do comment in the comment section. I'll be happy enough to answer all the queries. And if you like this video, please do subscribe and share among your friends. Thank you very much for watching this video. Have a nice day.